Hello, hello, we are back. It's time for the reveal. I'm going to check out the energy for the next couple of weeks ahead. So depending on which card you chose, we're going to choose, we'll go through each card that you chose and see what that energy represents. At the very end of this reading, we'll go through what all four of the cards together look like for the collective, so for all of us. So make sure you hang around till the end so you can see what the collective energy is as well. I thought we would do things a little bit differently this time. I thought that maybe we could look at these cards in a way to help us get through. This world is so crazy right now. There's so much going on. And, we're in Mercury retrograde too, so that makes it extra crazy. So I thought, you know what? Maybe because it's so crazy, so busy, there's so much going on. Let's tune into the cards and see what energy can help us move through the next couple of weeks a little bit more easily. So depending on which card you chose, that may give you some good advice to help you move through whatever situation or internal conflict or external conflict that you're dealing with right now. So if you chose card number 1, you chose Will-o'-the-Wisp. This card says, treasures hidden in the shadows. So this card really talks about trust, actually. Talks about trusting the universe, trusting that things are happening the way that they're supposed to. Things are unfolding the way that they are meant to be. Keep your internal strength. Keep your eye on the ball. You want to keep moving forward. But trust that everything is not only about what you can see. Trust that there's more to it. And there's a deeper meaning to everything that's happening right now that's helping you to advance in the way that it's supposed to. The universe has your back. So really just trusting that things are, and if they're not already, that things are going to work out for the best. So keep going, keep moving through things. Trust that things are unfolding the way that they are meant to be. It's going to bring out some stronger feeling of strength for you. And recognizing too that you have the tools to get through whatever it is that you're working through right now. You've already got the tools. It's more of which tool are you going to use to move through this. So getting creative, staying positive, and just trusting that everything is happening the way that it's supposed to be. So really neat there. Now if you chose card number 2, you chose Gathering Around. This card says the power of community. So this card suggests one of two things. Likely you are a person in your group of people or in your family that is the light that leads the way. So see, these guys are all lit up. So you're the light that keeps everybody else going. It's also important for you right now to have that support coming back in. So being open to receiving that support back. So although it's important to be the light, it's also important to be part of receiving, okay? Now, you've got good vision, so if you've chose this card, this means that you can see things really well. You can see the situation well, taking the time to read the fine print in whatever it is that's happening with you right now. So looking at all the details, if it's a situation, there maybe it isn't fine print. But what I mean by that is tune into all the details. Look at every single thing. Being in Mercury retrograde right now, review, revise, revisit. So don't make a decision without looking at and acknowledging all of the options and all of the details, okay? Making sure that the decision that you are making is one that's going to make you happy. Now, having said that, we don't want to overthink it and just stay there for too long. Make a decision and go with it, but just make sure that you are informed about all different aspects of take a step back and look at, if I do something this way, what is it going to look like? And if I do something this way, who will it affect? Or if I do it this way, how will that make me feel? Just kind of put yourself in each scenario mentally before you make a decision. So that's really, really good. But this card is so positive and uplifting if you look at it. There's community around you. There's support around you. It's really just a matter of being able to receive it. So it's all there, just reminding yourself that it's okay to accept help. Okay. Now, if you chose card number 3, you chose Feast of Plenty. This card says choices and their consequences. So if you chose this card, you are likely dealing with a choice or a decision. Now, if you're dealing with something that you feel like you don't have a choice, look for it because you do. It may not be favorable choices. This card also talks about don't always just pick the correct path, or the comfortable path, I should say. The one that you know is going to work out properly or work out the way that you know what the answers are going to be. There may be another choice where you don't know how things are going to turn out. Maybe that's a good choice at this time. Maybe it's time to do something different, right? So you may be being encouraged right now to do something a little bit different, to get out of patterns that you're stuck in, or to change things. So if you do the same things you've always gotten, you're going to get the same results you've always gotten. So, there's good energy right now for you to be able to make a different choice and do things differently and move through situations. But once you make a decision, stick to it. Go with it, jump in with both feet, move forward, commit to it, and go forward. Don't get wandering down your path and say, maybe I should have picked the other way. Commit to it, go for it, because it's going to bring all of those experiences to you that you need to expand on your journey and for your growth. So focus on the journey, enjoy each step, and move through it. It's going to bring about great healing for you if you can really just enjoy that journey, embrace on the steps that you're taking, instead of having comparison between what if I would have chosen the other thing. So commit to it and go for it. And it really doesn't matter. I just want to add too, it feels like you really can't make the wrong choice. Just one is going to maybe bring you a little bit more self-healing and self-development, and that's probably going to be the choice that you wouldn't normally take. So something that's a little bit different is going to bring you some really miraculous outcomes. So now if you chose card number 4, you chose the Crossing. This card is all about transition. So if you chose this card, this likely is going to make sense to you already. You're probably like, yeah, I'm going through something. So this is like the end of one thing, the beginning of something else, in that moving from one situation to another. So this could be a new job, this could be a new relationship, this could be a new spiritual journey. Whatever this is you transitioning from one thing to another. And it's important to do this with grace, not sad about what you're leaving behind, but being excited for what's next and really just moving through. So if you've chose this card, there may be already this feeling of busy around you, or a little bit of chaos happening around you, some drama, some things that are happening. It's important for you to focus on your path and not worry about what everyone else is doing or what the chaos or drama is that's happening around you. Just ignoring that and focusing on your own path. And and everything around, all that drama will settle down, and it'll settle in the way that it's supposed to. The storm, when it settles, is going to plant the new seeds. So just focusing on your journey, keep it simple, keep moving forward, and everything is happening for a reason. You know, there's new seeds that are planted because of this. There's new opportunities that are coming out of this. So even if you can't see the whole rainbow now, it's important to know that just keep on moving through this transition, leaving the things that you don't need to carry forward. So whether that's forgiving somebody, whether it's letting go of beliefs that are damaging about your own self, letting those things go so that you can move forward freely and gracefully is really going to help. So if we look at all four of these cards together, we talk about, first card was Will-o'-the-wisp. So this talks about trusting the universe, trusting that everything is happening for a reason, trusting in your spirit team to help you, trusting in yourself, and trusting in your own situations. Being that light. So focusing on the good things every day. You're focusing on what's happening that is good. Seeing things from a good perspective. Also accepting help from others if you need to. Accepting that you don't have to do everything. There may be choices coming up, and we have the choice to make a choice, or we have a choice to keep going down the same path that we're going. So, you know, not that either one of them is bad again, but one of them will probably allow you to have more growth than the other. So, and committing to that. That's going to lead you to a transition. So it's almost like if you can choose that path that you're not quite certain about, that's going to lead you to some great transition. Things are moving. It's like we're moving to a brighter day. So we're moving out of maybe busy, hectic, chaotic, heavy energy, and we're moving into something a little bit lighter where we can, you know, trust that everything's happening and falling into place and happening for a reason. So just keep going, because you're headed in the right direction. You may not be certain right now, are you headed in the right direction? These cards say just keep moving forward. You've got to move through all of this, and there's good things that come on the other side of the chaos or the confusion or whatever's happening that's not quite perfect. There's some super good things that are going to come out of this. So keep moving forward. Let me know how this works out for you. How do you think that it affects your life and the situations that are going on? And let me know. Take care, and bye for now, guys.